What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
It's Danny Boy,
And Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy.
and welcome in to another exciting edition of SIP right here on the SIN YouTube channel. Uh, 408, I believe we're on. Uh,
Yeah, the road to 500 is here.
exactly. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you always for joining us. Um, So for this episode, in honor of the NFL draft being this week, and we're so
You,
excited for that, let's go
you've
to.
been waiting for it, folks.
Yeah, I know we haven't really done a lot of draft talk leading up to it. We sort of left it up to the football guys, doing all that. But of course, that doesn't mean we can't do it.
No,
Um,
absolutely not.
so I know we haven't done it, but we are going to do a mock draft today. Just the first round. We're not going crazy. Just first round.
Yeah, we will be here forever if we go through the.
Yeah, and we're only doing one mock draft here, so you know, I'm super pumped. Um, Always thinking about where the Jets are going to go. Are they going to go tight end? Are they going to go tackle? I would much rather go with the latter, but I get if they get the tight end, okay, cool, whatever. But let's see. So I'm excited about it. How was your weekend, Billy Boy?
It was good. It was Easter weekend, so everyone, we hope you all had a happy Easter weekend.
A happy Easter. It was a great Easter on my end as well. Saw one of my virtual masses from back in New York, so that was a good thing to see. Very vibrant, excellent celebration, resurrection of Jesus Christ, all that good fun stuff. For all those that are not religious out there. So,
Went to
um,
Easter Vigil Mass on Saturday night, and then yesterday had family over.
yeah,
So yeah, it was a pretty good Easter.
exactly. Very, very, very good Easter, and yeah, no, it was a great day. Talked to my family and everything. It was awesome. And then I got to see the Yankees win 3 out of 4 in Tampa Bay. So, uh,
Bingo.
by the way, how terrific was Max Fried yesterday?
Oh, he was
Um,
awesome. Because you want to
Sensational.
Because yesterday I had we had my cousins over and my
Right,
aunts over. One of my aunts and my cousins are all Met fans.
right.
So we were flipping the channel between the Yankee game, the Met game, and golf that was going on yesterday.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. But Max Fried was sensational. Yankee bats came alive again. So that was awesome.
after
Um,
losing that game on Saturday, in which they
yeah,
were,
it is what it is. It's just baseball. That's baseball.
in
Like,
the words of the great John Sterling, that's baseball, Reggie.
it is what it is. Look, obviously it's a bad loss, probably the worst loss of the season so far, but whatever. The Yankees, they win the game on Sunday. We are getting more than what we expected out of Max Fried. He's been terrific. I know fans are bummed about the no hitter that wasn't going to be anyway. But he was sensational. It's all good. Um, and good weekend. Knicks won. They had a dramatic commit from behind victory in the fourth quarter on that midway through going 21 nothing run. So that was tremendous to watch. Um, Good basketball weekend all around. Good start of the hockey playoffs as well. Um, and of course, a lot of draft talk, and that's where we're gonna go for
That
it
is
today.
what we are going to do today.
So we're pretty pumped about it. It's great.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah, let's go, Billy Boy.
All right, you ready? My
Yep.
first pick?
Hmm.
Okay, I think this is going to be the easiest one.
Hmm. Yeah.
In the first pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cam Ward, quarterback, University of Miami.
Yeah.
They Let's all just admit it. The Will Levis experiment has ended. It's His career was 5-16 in the 2 seasons he's been in Tennessee. So
If I'm
Levis is
being
crap. Ward has thrown a whopping 4,313 yards and 39 touchdowns last season for the Hurricanes, and he added 204 rushing yards with 4 rushing touchdowns. So I think Cam Ward is going to Tennessee. He's going to the Music City. Reggie, my friend, what do you think?
I'm going the same direction. You're saying the experiment failed. I don't even think it started for Will Levis. You
It
know,
didn't even start.
it didn't even begin. Um, no, the Titans need a quarterback. They look, they haven't been the same since Vrabel left. A carousel of different quarterbacks. Most of them not even lasting a season, and they're in disarray. They're in it's been really bad. And Cam Ward is a game changer, and hopefully a franchise changer too. So I'm going Cam Ward number one. That's an easy pick. Um, I think that the Tennessee would be crazy not to.
Okay. My second pick, in the second pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Abdul Carter, edge from Penn
Hey,
State,
Abdul Carter. Okay, that's interesting.
because they acquired Flacco, the Browns, and like, listen, he's still got some gas in the tank, but I don't think he's gonna be as a I don't think he's gonna be as a big I don't think quarterback is gonna be as a big concern as we thought it was going to be.
Right.
And Carter has amassed 61 pressures, 12 sacks, and 23 and a half tackles for loss, and was number one in the country. And he has an 18.5% pressure rate, third in the FBS. So I think the Browns might jump and get Carter. Reggie, am I crazy?
No, it's interesting. I would think Abdul would fall a little bit because of his ability and the fact that you know the Browns probably need are probably going to go with the more flashier pick, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going Travis Hunter.
Okay, not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick. I know probably what Bill's pick is probably more of a need for Cleveland, but he's a two-way player and could very well be a two-way player when he gets to the NFL. He may not do it every game. There may be one game where he may be specifically defense. It may be one game where he's specifically offense. But with that said, I think having that type of athlete on your squad is massive and could definitely be something that the franchise needs, some spark out of there. And it helps Jerry Judy if he ever wants another wide receiver behind him. So
And like, yeah, because and like, here's the thing: do you think they're gonna let him go two positions? Because he's been saying, unless any team lets me play two positions, I'm not going.
yeah,
So you're picking Travis Hunter
I'm picking
for
Travis.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you ready for my pick?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
In the third pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Travis Hunter,
Okay.
cornerback slash wide receiver, University of Colorado. Because
Yeah.
I agree with what Reg said. He's a two-way player, and the New York Giants need help on both offense and defense. They really need it. And plus, give another weapon to, whether it's going to be Jameis Winston or whether it's going to be Russell Wilson or new quarterback. Like, here, since they got two veterans, I don't know if they are going to be in the rush to get someone like Shador or Ward. I think they might wait till later on to get someone like a Jackson Dart if he's still in the second round, or like a Jalen Milrow. But I think we got someone who's going to be a good, if they get Travis Hunter on the offensive side, he's going to be a good complement to Malik Neighbors. And that's going to give either Wilson or Winston another weapon. So my third pick is going to be for the New York Giants, Travis Hunter from the University of Colorado.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to number four.
Well, number three for me.
Three, sorry.
New York Giants. Um, I have Abdul Carter falling to him.
Okay. So you
Um,
know what? It's like we have a flip. It's like I have Cleveland taking
yeah,
Abdul Carter and the Giants taking Travis Hunter. You got the Browns taking Travis Hunter and the Giants taking Abdul Carter. As a Giants fan, I would not be opposed to either pick.
yeah.
I would not be
Um,
opposed to either pick as a Giants fan.
yeah, everything that Bill said about Carter is spot on. He's versatile, man, and he can play off the ball very well. So I think it'd be a home run pick for the Giants.
Oh, I think so too. Like I said, I think they might go with Hunter. I think Cleveland might get Carter.
Yeah.
But if that happens, if Cleveland gets Carter, if Cleveland gets Hunter, sorry, and the Giants have Carter on the board, I will run up there and draft him myself if I have to. So no, I think those are two. No, I think either Carter or I think the Giants are going to get either Carter or Hunter, either one of them. Okay, you ready for number four?
Number four, go ahead.
In the fourth pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Will Campbell, offensive tackle, LSU.
Okay.
Because according to PFF, the Patriots had the worst offensive line in the NFL last year. Drake May was sacked 34 times, taking on an average 3 sacks a game. Campbell didn't allow any sacks in 2023 and only 2 in 2024. So that's why I think Will Campbell is going to be the pick for New England. Reggie.
We are together with this one. Will
Awesome.
Campbell. Will Campbell for the exact same reason. Look, the offense was putrid for the Patriots last year. And look, being the all-around coach that Mike Vrabel is, even though he really specializes on the defensive side of the ball, he's an all-around coach. He knows what he needs. Get that offensive tackle and provide some protection for poor Drake May.
So we're agreeing on this one.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for number five?
Number five.
Number five. In the fifth pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Mason Graham, defensive end, University of Michigan. This defensive front last season was 32 in ESPN's pass rush rate and 27th in the run stop rate. And Graham finished the season with 34 pressures, 5 sacks, and was a top 5 run defender by the metrics. So I think Mason Graham is going to be a huge addition to this Jacksonville defense. Reggie, talk to me.
I'm with you on Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
Huge. Big time defensive guy.
Absolutely.
And he's a solid guy, big guy, and let's be honest. The Jaguars love him. So why wouldn't they?
So we're both in agreement on this one. Mason Graham.
Yep.
Okay. You ready for number 6?
Number 6, baby.
In the 6th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland select Ashton Jeanty, running back, Boise State. The Raiders were tied with the Saints for the second fewest rush plays of 20 yards or more. And last year, Jeanty had 374 carries, 2,601 yards, and 29 touchdowns. So I think Jeanty is going to be a huge addition to the Raiders' very bleak run game. Reg, what you got?
So I'm going a different direction.
Okay.
I know the Raiders, they were last in rushing last season, and Genty would definitely provide that massive spark, and it'd be a bold move to go running back. It would be. But I'm gonna go more traditional route. O-line, they take Armand Membo
Okay.
from Missouri. Mizzou. I know a lot of drafts haven't going to New York with my team, but I think the Raiders can take him on. Give Membo to Las Vegas.
Okay. Seventh pick of the 2025 NFL Draft. You're going to laugh at this one.
Okay.
The New York Jets select Armin Membo from the
Okay.
University of Missouri.
All right. All right. All
You
right.
need someone who's gonna. You really need a new. Listen, the Jets' offensive line is as bad as the Giants,
Yeah.
and you need someone who's gonna defend Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So I think Membo is gonna be your guy.
Yeah. Look, obviously, if the Jets pick Membo, I would be all over it. They need a right tackle. He's a right tackle. Um, and yeah, like look, Justin for with this new revamped offense and Justin Fields prioritizing more of the run game type of thing, you're gonna need protection up the line. So it's not a terrible pick. But I personally would love to see Tyler Warren, the tight end at Penn State,
Not a bad pick. Not a
go
bad
to the New
pick.
York Jets. And here's why. We need a tight end. We need a tight end, someone that could be a great pass catcher, someone that could also block. And then, like I said, we're prioritizing the run game. He's tremendous in the run game. So why not go tight end? We need an explosive tight end. Look at all the teams out there that have either won championships or win consistently. What do they have?
A good tight
A
end.
good tight end. So get us a good tight end. We'll address the O line needs later. In my opinion, I think there are some good players out there later on that the Jets can get and groom. And if not there, definitely we'll pick up someone in free agency. Like yes, don't get me wrong. Offensive line is a massive need, but we don't necessarily need the best player on the O line, on in terms of tackle. But we definitely need a tight end. We definitely need a tight end.
Yeah. So no, no, but I agree. If they don't go with Membo, I think they should go with tight end,
Yeah.
and I think Tyler Warren would be a good pick for that. All right. In the eighth pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from the University of Tennessee.
Okay.
Because last year he finished the season with the second highest edge pressure rate in the FBS with 18.8%. And I think the Panthers defense could use that. Reg, what do you got?
Interesting. Interesting. Um, I have the what is it, Jalen Walker? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think
Um,
so.
he's the edge guy. I have the Carolina Panthers taking him, and it checks off that massive box that can be very appealing. And look, I don't really see the Panthers going anywhere, but if they can start rebuilding with that defense, perfect.
Okay. Number 9. Are you ready?
Yep.
In the ninth pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, University of Colorado.
Okay.
Derek Carr's out for the year. He's on the back end of his career. You need someone young. It's time to start getting a new guy. It's time for a new, you got the new head coach of Kellen Moore. Time to get some new blood. Time to get a quarterback he could mold. And listen, I think Shedeur Sanders can be a total, because of Dion, I think he could be a total drama queen. But you know what? I think New Orleans needs some new blood. So I'm going Shedeur. Dude, talk to me.
So I'm going to go a different direction. It's still quarterback. Jackson Dart He's been
Okay, you have
rising
Jackson
in the
Dart in the top
rankings.
10.
He's been rising in the rankings. I could definitely see New Orleans taking a sleeper pick in Jackson Dart.
Okay.
And he's good. He got some good stuff.
Well, we both have them taking quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for double digits?
Let's go, baby.
In the 10th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears, double check, select Omarion Hampton, running back, University of North Carolina.
Okay.
Because they struggled with DeAndre Swift this year. He found, he had successes here and there, but all this year he had less than 1,000 yards as a clear-cut running back one. And Omarion Hampton has 2,033 total yards, 17 touchdowns, 73 forced missed tackles, and a 90.5 rushing grade from PFF. So I am going with Omarion Hampton from the Bears. Reggie boy, what's the buzz?
I'm gonna go cornerback.
Okay.
Will Johnson.
Hmm. Okay.
Will Johnson. I think he's still kind of hurt, but he's on track to play this season. And fills a need immediate hole. They need someone in the secondary to help out. So easy pick for me.
Okay. My next pick. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
In the 11th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle from the University of Texas. They need someone who's gonna. Trent Williams is 36 years old.
Right.
He's 36 years old. He's gonna be retiring in the not so distant future. You know it. I know it.
Right.
So, and Brock Purdy has faced many pressure situations last year, and you can't do it with an aging right tackle like Trent Williams. So I think Kelvin Banks is going to be the guy.
Okay.
All
Solid
right.
pick.
Thank you. All
There
right,
you
buddy, what do
go.
you got?
49ers, San Francisco. I have them taking Kelvin Banks Jr.
Two great minds think alike.
uh Fooled you there, didn't I?
I thought you would go somewhere else.
Yeah, no, he definitely a star-studded tackle that could be very useful for San Francisco. So I'm with you on that.
Okay. Are you okay? Number 12. This is from Marco Lopsky Halpern.
Yep.
In the 12th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tatoria McMillan, wide receiver from the University of Arizona.
Wow. Okay.
Because you need an extra weapon for Dak, aside from CeeDee Lamb. And McMillan, he has better. McMillan has, hold on, I copy and pasted these in with that, and the labels didn't come out. Give me 1 second, folks. In every direction. Give me one.
You good?
Yeah, had to sneeze, sorry. Okay. Tatoria McMillan. He has in 2023 had 1,402 yards, 15.6 average, and 10 touchdowns. 2024 had 1,319 yards and 8 touchdowns. So I think the Cowboys are going to go with Tatoria McMillan, give an extra weapon for Dak, another wide receiver besides CeeDee Lamb. So yeah, Cowboys are going to Tatoria McMillan from the University of Arizona. Reggie.
For the Cowboys, I'm going with receiver as well. Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden. A lot of experts say he's going to go to Dallas anyway. And look, someone that could complement CeeDee Lamb for many years to come. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be in the future, but at least have a good receiving core. And I think he fits the mold there in Dallas very well. Matthew Golden.
Okay. With the 13th pick of the NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins, for Mike Rifkin, are selecting Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Okay.
Even though he will be coming off an injury, he allowed 0 quarterback pressures and picked up 0 penalties in the games he played last year. And I think that is what Tua is going to need.
Okay.
Reg, who do you got?
I think the Colts and Dolphins trade.
Okay.
So the Colts would be in this spot. And I have the Colts taking was it how you Tatoria McMillan? I forget.
Victoria McMillan.
Victoria McMillan. I have him taking a wide receiver at 13. And then Miami trades back.
Okay. So you have the Colts getting McMillan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for my pick now?
Go for it.
I'm not putting in any trades because I don't know what's gonna, like, a lot can happen, you know?
Well, I mean, anything can happen in the draft. So
Okay, I'm just going straight forward with this. All right.
you're good.
In the
It was only
14th
one spot. It was only one spot.
in the 14th pick of the 2025 NFL draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State.
Okay.
Like Reg talked about with the Jets last year, he had 1,233 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns, 26 rushing attempts, 218 rushing yards, 8.4 average, and 4 touchdowns. So I think this is going to be a good weapon for Anthony Richardson. So I'm picking Tyler Warren from Penn State.
Cool. So the Dolphins in this pick for me, they're going to go defense. They'll take tackle Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Someone that could help them on the defensive line. 50 pressures as a defensive tackle last season, and great pass rusher. So I'll take him for the Dolphins. They could definitely use him on defense.
Okay. We ready for the next one?
Yeah, by the way, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of issues on my computer. So just
In the 15th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Mykel Williams, defensive end from the University of Georgia.
okay.
He's not making a big jump here, folks. He finished with 5 sacks last year and 8.5 tackles for loss to go along with 26 pressures. The Falcons really need to improve their pass rush, and I think Mykel Williams will be the guy.
Cool. At 15, the Falcons are staying, by the way. I have Shamar Stewart, the edge out of Texas A&M. Something that Atlanta's really high on. Very impressive combine. And he can pressure the quarterback pretty well. And of course that was a major problem for Atlanta last season, getting to the quarterback. So this guy can do it very well. Shamar Stewart at 15.
Oh, you know who I have them picking? Number 16?
Who?
In the 16th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Shamar Stewart, edge from Texas A&M.
All right, so we're kind of close.
He's 6'6", 290 pounds. He's coming off a season where he registered 31 tackles, 2 passes defense, 2 tackles for loss, and 1.5 sacks. But in his 3 seasons in total, he's registered 65 tackles, 4.5 sacks, and 4 passes defended.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, we're 2 smart fellas.
Yeah. Uh 16 for me for the Cardinals. I had them taking Jihad Campbell,
Okay.
linebacker at Alabama. Uh, I think Jeff Ulbrich can beat this guy up a little bit, just like he did with many players with the Jets as a defensive coordinator. Um, so banking on this little sleeper pick for our I'm sorry. I'm one of the Cardinals. Why am I talking about Jeff Ulbrich? I'm sorry. Sorry for a second.
Ding.
I'm on the Cardinals. Was wait a second. I already picked the Cardinals. I already picked the Atlanta Falcons. Now on the Cardinals and Jeff Ulbrich with the Falcons. So I don't know what I'm talking about. GI can't go into the Cardinals. Sorry, I got confused with my teams for a second. Sorry.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
I'm getting
Now,
lost in the draft. You know what it is? It's because I messed up my draft order because I decided to make the trade. So now I'm like, you know,
okay. In the 17th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft,
Bengals.
the Cincinnati Bengals are selecting Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan, the defensive tackle from Ole Miss.
Okay.
Because listen, the Bengals are awesome with Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, but come on, guys, their defense sucks. Their defense is absolute shit. Um, so I think Walter Nolan will make a good addition to this. He's got 13 games played, 48 combinations last year, 25 solo tackles, 23 assists, 6.5, 6.5 sacks, and 2 fumble recoveries. So I think Walter Nolan will be the guy for Cincinnati. Who do you got, my friend?
I have Bill Walter Nolan from Ole Miss.
Two great minds think alike there, my friend.
Yeah, it's a perfect need for Cincy. You know,
And
look, if you're gonna pick a defensive tackle, that's the guy.
that's the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, in the 18th pick of the 2025 draft, the the Seattle Seahawks will be selecting Tyler Booker, offensive guard
Mhm.
or offensive line from the University of Alabama.
Okay.
Last year in Alabama, he allowed 0 sacks and he played up to 701 snaps at left guard and 77 at left tackle. You need someone who's going to go both offensive line, and I think he's going to be a big help to Seattle's offensive line right there.
Wow.
All
Interesting.
right, Reggie, who do you got?
I have Gray Zabel. Is that how you pronounce it? Zabel. He's from
That's
North Dakota State. He's the lineman, offensive lineman. Um, and I have him. Uh, another solid pick. Again, you know, it's a position of need, and why not take it in the draft for Seattle? So go with Gray Zabel, North Dakota State.
okay. My Okay, we're at 19, right?
Yes.
In the 19th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Jahad Campbell, linebacker, University of Alabama. So two Crimson Tide getting picked in a row. I think Campbell could be a very I think Campbell could be a very solid pick after what he's put on in the combine. He's a 5-star recruit at edge rusher. He can really, excuse me here, just pulling up some extra stuff. He could really be a good, solid addition to this defense, to this Tampa Bay defense. So I think it's going to be Jahad Campbell from the University of Alabama.
Okay.
All right, Reggie boy, talk to me.
Well, I have Tampa Bay going offense here, and to me, they are going to choose Josh Simmons out of Ohio State.
Okay,
Big time, big guy, get it done.
get it in. Okay, well, I am going. Okay, in the 20th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Trayvon Henderson, running
Okay.
back from the Ohio State University.
All right.
I am right now. Okay, Henderson last year rushed for 1,016 yards, averaged 7.1 yards per carry, and caught 27 passes for 284 yards.
Right.
So I think at this point, Denver really needs a running back. Sean Payton already called him an ideal fit. At this point, Genty and Hampton are going to most likely be gone. So I think Henderson will be the next best pick.
I don't think you haven't heard Genty coming out of my mouth just yet.
Oh, I haven't heard him come out of your mouth, but who knows? I might be right.
Yeah, and here's why. I think he falls to Denver.
You think so
Somehow,
too?
some
Okay.
way, he falls to Denver.
I see
Denver,
Denver getting one of those three, either Genty, Hampton, or Henderson. I see them getting one of those three.
Denver needs an explosive guy. Genty's an explosive guy. Very explosive.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah.
No, he is explosive. That's why I see him going number 6. But hey, folks, one of us could be right, one of us could be wrong. Am I right?
Yeah. And look, Denver can benefit from don't you know yeah.
Denver needs a running back.
Oh, for sure.
Denver needs a running back. So I think they're gonna get one of those three. Okay, in the 21st pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Jackson Dart, quarterback, Ole Miss. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that I would probably take Dart over Shador, but I have a feeling Shador's still going to be in the top 10, unfortunately. But yeah. I think it's going to be Jackson Dart. Because the Steelers have a quarterback issue right now. Can we both admit that?
Yeah.
Steelers have a quarterback issue.
Yeah, well, in the fact that they need one, because who's going to be their guy? It's not going to be Mason Rudolph.
Justin Fields is in Florham Park with the Jets. Russell Wilson went to East Rutherford with the Giants.
Yeah.
So, and there's talk that the Steelers might be in talks with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But Jackson Dart, you need someone new here. Last year he had 276 completion, 398 attempts, 4,279 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and 180.7 rate with
Yeah.
124 rushing attempts, 495 yards, 4.0 average, and 3 touchdowns
Yep.
for rushing
Yep.
last year. So I think the Steelers are going to go with Jackson Dart. Reggie, who do you got?
Well, it's a quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. It's a long night for Sanders. He probably wants to get out of the top 10, right? Probably get it out of the way. But in my opinion, I think he falls to the right team, the right organization. Probably the best in arguably the best in football, in my opinion. The Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll take him, they'll groom him, and he's going to be an offensive powerhouse over there. And I think it's a pick that Dion would approve. It's something that certainly Shedeur would approve. And look, there's something brewing in Pittsburgh. They just need the right guy to lead them. And to me, he's the right guy. It's not top 10, but still top 25.
Yeah, no, you know what? No, I could see if Shedeur doesn't go to New Orleans,
Yeah.
he's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I think it's just been such a change of tune. Agree or disagree, Reg? Because we saw Shedeur go into either Cleveland or the Giants months ago.
Right.
But he has fell so big in mock drafts. Like people have him going to he's going to either Pittsburgh or he's going to New Orleans. That's what I think. And I think maybe people are seeing maybe he's not top 10 material. I don't know what you think. Okay. You ready for my pick?
Yep.
In the 22nd pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, there's going to be a reunion in Los Angeles.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego will be selecting Colston Loveland, tight end, University of Michigan.
Okay.
I think that he played for Harbaugh before, so I'm sure Harbaugh sees his potential.
Yep.
Harbaugh sees his potential. Last year he went for 10 games, 56 yards, 56 receptions, 582 yards, 10.4 average, and 5 touchdowns. So I think there's going to be a reunion in Los Angeles. Colston Loveland is going to the Chargers and reuniting with Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
Because he's
Interesting.
played with Harbaugh before, so I think Harbaugh can unlock his potential.
Yeah.
Dude,
All
what
right.
do you got?
So, just like you, I'm going tight end. Colston Loveland out of Michigan.
Two great minds think
The
alike.
Michigan minds gotta think alike here. All right. You gotta put the minds together and make shit work. Look, obviously you don't want it to be like a whole Michigan type reunion type of thing. You don't want Harbaugh's guys to be flooded, but at the same time, it's a perfect pick. And like you said, Harbaugh can unlock him. So I think it's a very interesting pick, and I think Herbert would love working with him.
Because I'm sure he's already talking to the GM.
Yeah,
Harbaugh's already talking to the GM, saying, hey, if Colson's still on the board, let's get him. I worked with him in Michigan. I know what this kid can do. I think we should. I think we should. This is our guy. This is our guy. So yeah, Colston Loveland. Okay, number 23, and this is for the Patch Man.
Okay.
This is for our dear friend, the Patch Man. The Green Bay Packers, in the 23rd pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Matthew Golden, wide receiver, University of Texas.
All right.
I know he's a little down than what you think, but
It's all good.
he has had a good season in Texas. He racked up over 300 yards in 2 games against Georgia in the SEC title game and the Arizona State game. So he is going to be a beast. And and I think he could be a good weapon for I think he could be a good weapon for Jordan Love. He's going to go He's going to go 16 games, 58 receptions, 987 yards, 9 touchdowns.
All right.
So I think Jordan's going to be ba-da-ba-ba-ba, loving it. McDonald's is not sponsoring this podcast, we promise.
All right.
Okay.
All right, 23, Green Bay. I'm taking Jahdae Barron. Jahdae Barron. He's the cornerback. Any way to bolster that secondary is much needed for Green Bay. And look, again, Green Bay, they're not a terrible team, but doesn't hurt to get some good defensive depth there.
Okay. So, are you ready for the 24th pick?
Yes.
Okay. In the 24th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Kenneth Graham, interior defensive lineman from the University of Michigan.
Okay.
I think they're gonna need someone who is. I think they're gonna need someone to pipe up the defense right there. And hold on 1 second. Okay. 354 pounds. He ran a 5.7 40-yard dash on his pro day. He is okay, excuse me. God, where's some more info? Okay, but I think Kenneth Grant can really boost the defensive line there. And he's a real standout. And I think he has a strong pass rushing for an interior player. He has a strong pass rushing, and he's going to make it hard for offensive guards to pass block.
Okay.
So I think they're going with Kenneth Grant. Bro, over to you.
I have them taking Malachi Starks, the safety, out of Georgia. And the reason is because with the loss of Cam Bynum, he goes to Indianapolis in free agency. There's a hole there in safety. Of course, you can get a safety you can always get one in free agency, but it doesn't. It would not kill them to go safety also in the draft. Ensure someone that's a little more long term, and he fits a great need there. So I have Minnesota going safety. Malachi Starks.
Malachi Starks from Georgia.
Yep.
Okay. In the 25th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Josh Conerly
Okay.
from the excuse me, from the University of Oregon, and that is for Ross Mason because he's an Oregon Ducks fan. Um, yeah, Conerly, I think he's played 2 seasons as left tackle and transitioning from Pac-12 to Big Ten. I think he really changed it. He's only allowed 1 sack all season last year and only 6 QB pressures. So I think this is someone who is going to protect CJ Stroud very strongly. I think it's going to be Josh Connolly from Oregon.
Interesting.
All right. Next.
So with Houston, getting a little interesting with Houston because they need someone on offense. However, it's not what you think. I'm gonna go receiver here because they could use a receiver. Luther Burden the third is my choice for Houston going at 25.
How come?
Well, it's just that they need a receiver. I think they could use a receiver. And there you go. Doesn't hurt to add some depth in that. And, I think it's important you have someone like Stroud who's, very good at his position, that he has another guy to rely on.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Huh. Okay, I think I may have gotten something mixed up here.
So,
Shoot, did I write someone down the wrong? Crap.
what's wrong?
Jalen Carter from Georgia. God, did I mess this up? Did I get him confused with Jalen Carter?
What about him? Is that what you're picking?
Yeah, Jalon Carter from, or was it Jalon Walker?
I don't.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one for now.
Well, Jalen Walker is the Georgia,
Jalen
right?
Walker, is that his name?
Jalen. I don't know. It's a weird name, Bill. I'm just guessing here.
Uh,
Bill, it's okay, man. It's all good.
okay, it's Jalen. Okay, no, it's Walker. Jalen Walker. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Um,
Yeah, he's out of Georgia, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I wrote down Carter by mistake.
All right. No, 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 it's all good, buddy.
Okay. So the okay, who was I saying? Okay. The Los Angeles Rams of St. Louis will be selecting Jalen Walker,
Okay.
linebacker from the University of Georgia,
All right.
because okay. He is okay. Jalen Walker. Okay. He is a okay. He was a first team All American, second team All SEC, and I think he is going to be a good fit for the Rams. I don't know what you think, but I think he could be a good fit for the Rams. And I think that defense is going to need him.
Okay.
All right. Who do you got?
For me, just because he's on the older side, I'm talking about Matthew Stafford. He's on the much older side. I think it's time for the Rams to start looking at quarterback. And the guy that I can see them getting is Jalen Milroe at Alabama.
Wait,
Um,
really? You got Milrow going in the first round?
yeah, I know look, it may sound crazy to you, Bill, but Stafford's age is catching up to him. He's starting to catch up to him. He's still a high level, don't get me wrong. But I think the Rams should have a succession plan in place.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stafford is
And,
getting
and,
up
you,
there in
and
age.
if you get him late first round, instead of waiting, hoping for the best, see what else is out there, why not get someone that you know can be late first round, early second into the second?
Okay. In the 27th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Donovan Jackson, interior O line from Ohio State. I I think he can develop as a run blocker.
Mhm.
He has great pass protection, and I think he can really give a boost to the Baltimore offensive guards,
Okay.
and he could really give a boost to Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So I think they're going to go with Donovan Jackson. Two Jacksons in Baltimore.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, who you
Um,
got?
you had this Michael Williams going sooner, the edge guy.
Yes, I have him going to Atlanta.
Yeah, I have him going to the Ravens.
Okay.
Um, big man. Um, and look, if you think about the traits of the Ravens defense, has always been about big, powerful guys that could make a statement and getting to the quarterback and everything. So I think he fits that mold. So Williams, Michael Williams, out of Georgia, edge guy going to Baltimore.
Okay. Well, we are now in the 28th pick of the NFL draft.
Time flies, Bill.
I know, right?
We're
I know.
having so much fun.
We are having a blast here, pal.
Yeah.
Okay. The the you okay. The Detroit Lions are selecting okay. The Detroit Lions are selecting Princely Umanaman, edge rush from Ole Miss.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna okay, NFL draft. Okay. From Ole Miss, he has set a school record with 52 sacks
Okay.
120 tackles for loss, and even in games when he wasn't having sacks in the season finale against Duke, he had 5 QB hurries.
Mhm.
And I think if you put him in Detroit, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with against
Okay.
offenses. So
Good.
I think Princely Unamelin from Ole Miss. All right, buddy, who do you got?
I have them taking Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Hairston. Detroit Lions at 28. Anytime you can get anyone in the secondary that's ready to go and provides a more healthier defense, it's always a win for the Lions, especially in this time of transition. New defensive coaches and probably a new defensive system. It's definitely worth it to draft a defensive back here. So I have them taking Maxwell Hairston out of Kentucky.
Out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 29th pick of the NFL draft, the Washington Commanders are selecting Danny Dennis Sutton,
Okay.
defensive edge from Penn State University. God, more Penn State people. When he started off as a true freshman, he had All American honors. He appeared in 13 games, posting 17 tackles, 3 sacks, 3.5 tackles for yards, 3 quarterback hurries, and 1 interception. And he tallied 26 tackles. And he has just been he had his standout games. He had a career best 6 tackles and a sacks and a forced fumble in Indiana in 2023.
Right.
So I think this guy is going to be he's good explosive of the first step off the line, creating instant leverage against blockers. I think he's going to be an asset to Washington.
Okay.
What do you got?
At 29, I have the Washington Commanders selecting James Pierce Jr., defensive lineman out of Tennessee. To me, he'll probably be one of, if not the best available defensive lineman out there. And Commanders will take next the best available player on that. So give me James Pierce Jr.
Okay. In the okay. This is someone who at the 30th pick, this is for Nate Moser. They might have to trade up for this guy because he could be long gone. I don't know what I was thinking about him putting him this low, but I could see the Bills getting Will Johnson. They might have to trade up for it, but I could see the Bills getting cornerback Will Johnson from Michigan. And he's just been a fantastic cornerback in Michigan.
Okay.
And I think the Bills defense could really I think the Bills defense could really use him.
Okay.
I don't know what you think, but you think the Bills are going to trade up for him or
No, the Bills stay put at 30. Um, and they'll take Kenneth Grant.
okay.
Um,
But I could see them somehow picking Will Johnson. I don't know how.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I think they stay put. They'll take Grant, defensive tackle, um, and look great against the run, and that's very important. in the NFL nowadays. You know, with these explosive running backs coming into the league and changing the game up, it's important.
Okay. Now we're at the last two.
Okay.
Last two there, bro. Last two.
Yeah. This has been fun. This has been a lot of fun.
Hey, I've had a good time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if my picks have been a little all over the place. I've just been, and I haven't had a lot of good reasons for some of them.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. In the NFL draft, the 31st pick, the non-3-peat Kansas City Chiefs, we still got to remind them that.
Yep.
Select defensive edge Nick Scorton
Okay.
from Texas A&M. I've heard he is very fascinating. He's a big dude. And he is, God, I'm trying to look stats here. Stats are kind of hard to find with some of these people. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
And okay, looking for something now. Okay. Where is this? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, Nick Scorton from. Okay. God, why can't I find anything on him? Why can't I find anything here? Okay. I think his versatility is going to make him a very good prospect. He's going to be, he has had 37 tackles, 28 hurries, 14 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. So I think Scorton is going to be from Texas A&M is going to be good for this Kansas City defense.
Yeah.
All right, who do you got at 31?
I have them taking Josh Conerly, wherever it is, Jr. Offensive tackle. He's out of Oregon. And it doesn't hurt to touch up your offense after Patrick Mahomes got absolutely shellacked, and I mean destroyed in the Super Bowl. He didn't stand a chance against anyone on that Eagles defensive line. It was so crazy.
Oh my God, they got destroyed.
It was bad. So anyway, to shore up that offensive line doesn't hurt.
All right. You ready for the final pick?
Let's go, Eagles.
In the 32nd pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Malachi Starks.
Okay.
They select Malachi Starks, safety of the safety from the University of Georgia.
Mm.
They need a safety. And okay, right here. He's made 42 starts in 43 games. He had 197 total tackles, 17 passes defended, 6 interceptions, and 6 tackles for loss in his 3 years in Georgia. I think he could listen, he could be picked before 32, but I think there's a chance he could fall there and that the Eagles could like this guy. Nick Sirianni might like him. So I'm thinking they're gonna go with Starks. All right, dude, take us home.
All right, Walter Nolan.
I thought
Mississippi.
you already picked him.
All right, did I pick him already? Oh shit,
Yeah, for
that's a good
Cincinnati,
pick.
didn't you?
Duh. I don't know why he was staring at my face. No. I'm sorry. You're right. I did pick him. Um, give me. How do you pronounce Nick Emma Worry?
Okay.
He's from South Carolina. Safety. Anything on defense works for the Eagles.
Okay, so is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, that is our draft. All right, don't forget to watch our live draft coverage Thursday night.
Yeah, I'll be in and out because I'm working that night, so I'll be in and out. But yeah, um,
Thursday night is our live draft coverage. I will be there. Everyone else will be there.
yeah.
And yeah, so check it out. And before we end, I'd like to give a special shout out to someone.
What?
Our good friend Vinny Levine. Today is his 30th birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
So
Vinny.
happy birthday, Vinny. Welcome to the 30 Club.
Right.
Reggie, you're going to be there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so happy
I'm
birthday,
excited for
Vinny.
30. I'm excited for
Awesome.
everyone's down about it. I'm like, oh,
I was down about it, but then you realize life goes on.
yeah, who cares, man?
Yeah, don't peak in your
I,
20s, folks.
I, I already, I already feel like an old man. uh,
Now, yeah, so yeah, happy birthday, Vinny. Hope you enjoy your day. Can't wait to celebrate with you this weekend.
um, please, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, to the video, to the channel, follow our socials, log on to our website, sportscenternetwork.com. We have all these different podcasts on many different podcast platforms. Some of them are on video like us. And we really appreciate you. We really love you. And we really thank you always for supporting us. And we got a draft coming up, baby.
Yeah, again, don't forget to watch our draft coverage Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
So exciting.
Yes, it
Friday
is.
show will obviously go over the draft. We'll react to it, as well as some of the playoff series that are going on. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. Let's go Knicks, make it 2-0.
Go
Please.
New York, go New York, go.
All right, folks. Peace and love.
Stay safe and take care.
Bye.